Wow. Reflection. I'm just reflecting, and I'm kind of sharing my thoughts as I'm reflecting. Um, I just wonder if the Christianity that we have today, if it was the same time, if it was the same way, people like Apostle Paul, people like Peter in the Bible, Philip, you know, let's even bring it to I close a bit. People like David Livingstone, that left United Kingdom to South Africa, East Africa, and died there. People like the Wesley brothers, the founder of these ones that started Methodist Church, or people like William and Catherine Booth, the ones that started a Salvation Army from in East London here in UK. Now Salvation Army is everywhere in the world. If they are alive in our time, in my time now, will it be the same way, the Christianity that the way they live, will it be the same way that we are carrying on, that help them to be as effective as they were? And one thing I know is that, Jesus did say that his bride, which is us, his church, he said he's going to be a costly bride. And Jesus has always been true. The bride price has proven to be unspeakable terror, rivers of persecution, and thereabout. Well, I reflect back to the Bible in Acts of Apostles 12, where James, apart from what happened to Stephen, where James was beheaded. In verse 1, it talked about King Herod arrested some believers. Verse 2 talked about how James was killed. Herod arrested the believers and James was beheaded. Verse 3 talks about how Peter was seized. The same time, you go on and on and on and on. Verse 9 talk about how Peter came out of the prison, And you reflect back to all this happening. I think is it verse 24 that says, but the word of God continue to increase and to spread, to show you that is the purpose of whatever they are going through, whether the one that was beheaded or whether the one that was killed. When you look at Matthias, one of the disciples of Jesus Christ, his body was tied to a cross. They tie his body to a cross, dragged it by a chariot, dragged. Then he on the streets until he died. Then vultures came and ate his body. These are people of God that walk with God, just like John would say in 1 John 1:1. John says, that which we see, that which we feel, that which we have touched, that is what we testify about. Beloved, it's not about God bless me Christianity. Glory be to God. God is going to bless you. But let me tell you something. Christianity is far, far more than God bless me. The more I am actually digging in and seeing the sacrifice, but I realize that there is no sacrifice that is what Jesus Christ has done for me. Salvation is the greatest sacrifice. And if Jesus can die on that cross to save me, there is nothing that I shouldn't be able to sacrifice, because heaven is real. Beloved, I am true. Selah.